Welcome to Decades of Horror, the 1970s.
This is the dead of night. It has nothing to do with time. It can happen in sunshine or in moonlight, in the best of weather or the worst. For the dead of night is a state of mind, that dark, unfathomed region of human unconsciousness from which all the unknown terrors of our lives emerge. The dead of night exists in all of us, and no one knows at what strange, unexpected moment it will make itself known. And so tonight, for your entertainment, 3 tales, one of mystery, one of imagination, and one of terror.
This is episode 252, recorded October 14th, 2025.
Gruesome Magazine.
I am your host, Doc Rod, and this podcast is about horror films released between 1970 and 1979. Each episode, my co-host and I will tackle another classic or not so classic film from this wondrous, groovy, gory, and influential decade. Joining me tonight are my co-hosts, starting off with the one and only Jeff Mohr. Jeff.
Yeah, so it's getting time where we have to start giving weather reports. And we turned our furnace on for the first time today. It was 48 and rainy and crappy out. Kind of chilly. But I also want to compliment you, Doc, on the quick recovery on the real date from when it was written. So
I can't believe I actually caught that tonight.
Pretty quick on your feet there.
Yeah.
Or your seat. I don't know.
Pretty quick on my seat. All right. Also joining us tonight is Bill Mulligan, writer, director, special effects guru, and all-around nice guy, and published author. Show those books again.
Look at these. Yeah. There's Vampire Hunters, an incomplete record of personal accounts, and of course, ROM.
Now you
ask them by name.
You have a short in the vampire one, right?
Yes. It's a collection of short stories. I have another. There's going to be another one coming out pretty soon on cryptids. I did a story about Wampus Cat because nobody ever writes about Wampus Cat.
Where can we get those?
I don't know about that one yet. That one's not out. These Amazon's a good place.
Cryptid journals
and BillMulligan.com. No, I don't know what that was like. No. I'm joking. Also joining us tonight is Chad Hunt, comic book artist, co-host of Decades of Horror, 80s, and the Classic Era, and a writer, director, producer for what's the company again?
Wreak Havoc Productions.
Wreak Havoc Productions. Yeah.
All around.
Quick on the date, slow on the name. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me.
How you doing, Chad?
Now we're going to talk about Play Now Media real quick. Jeff, what is that all about?
Well, y'all know Play Now Media is a company that has, a bajillion. That's close enough. A bajillion subgenre, specialty, niche streaming channels, and we partner with them and Decades of Horror of the 1970s is on 3 of their streaming channels: Classic Horror Movie Channel, Classic Sci-Fi Movie Channel, and the Wicked Horror TV Channel. You could go and watch those without a subscription or even registering. You just go watch them. You get ads. You'll miss some of the premium content. But if you register, give them a username and a password, then they will remember who you are, and you can have a favorites list or a save list or whatever you want to call it, and it will remember where you are in the movie. And so when you return or come back on different devices, you'll be right back where you left off. But you still get ads and get some of the premium content. Now, if you want to see everything and no ads, then you could get a subscription, and we have a promo code for you, DOH70. DOH all caps 70, and that'll give you 20% off your first payment. The monthly plan is $7.99 a month, so you would get $1.60 off your first month. The annual plan is $60. You would get 20% off that, so it would be only $48 for an annual subscription. So check them out. They got a lot of stuff there that I don't see other places. So I just go in there scrolling through it and checking out stuff I haven't seen or stuff I wanted to see or a lot of stuff I never heard of. It's a fun pastime.
It is. It is. We've actually had to use those channels to review some of the movies we've chosen. They were only streaming on those channels.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Okay. And this is a spoiler podcast. So y'all, we are going to talk about everything that happens in this movie, maybe, but quite a bit. We're not going to pay attention to spoiling it. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you should stop here and go watch the movie. That's the way we do things.
See?
yeah.
That's the way we do things. All right. So our topic tonight is Dead of Night from 1977. Now, you could be confused because there's 3 other movies called Dead of Night, at least in one carnation. One is a 1945 anthology, pretty famous and really pretty good. The other one is I think it's a 1972 British television series. And lastly, Bob Clark's film Dead of Night, which is also called Death Dreams.
Which we've done that under.
We've already done that, and we've done Dead of Night, the anthology back then. But this is not that one. This is a Dan Curtis production from 1977, directed by Dan Curtis. All 3 of the episodes are written by Richard Matheson. One of them is from a story by Jack Finney, Second Chances. And another one, There's No Such Thing as a Vampire, was from a story that had already been published by Matheson. The cast includes Ed Begley Jr., Ann Doran, Patrick McNee, and Jeanette Comer, Elisha Cook Jr., Horace Buchholz, Joan Hackett, and Lee Montgomery. And again, it's Dan Curtis Productions. The release date was March 29th, 1997.
77.
77. March 29th, 1977. One of us is thinking kind of squirrely. I don't know. Must be me. So, and I'm going to do these AKAs because I think it's cool, because apparently Dead of Night is not a term that translates all that well in other languages. So Notte di Morte is Night of Death in Italy, which is different from the Dead of Night, right? I mean, the dead, anyway.
Sure.
Muerte de Noche is Death at Night. Mit der Nacht kommt der Tod. With the night comes death in Germany. They just don't get the idea of something happens in the dead of night. It's all about people getting killed in the night. So let's take a look at, this was a TV movie. And when did this air? It was on, March 29, 1977 was a Tuesday night. And this was on a TV movie. It followed the Hallmark Hall of Fame of All Creatures Great and Small, and went up against 8 is Enough, and a show, if you remember, Family. And it was against a special Mitzi Zings into Spring. I don't know, any of you remember Mitzi Gaynor?
I do.
I do too. She did South Pacific. And a part of it was against Bug Out episode of MASH, which was a rerun. So those are the things.
Kind of wasn't going to do well straight out of the gate, was it?
Well, I don't know. None of those other ones were. MASH would have been a big one, but the other, I don't think 8 is. Maybe 8 is enough.
8 is enough was pretty bad.
It's bad. I mean, look at the programming. It's in the middle of everything. So you'd have to, unless you're watching All Creatures Great and Small, you had to start watching something and then turn it off halfway through to.
Yeah. So that was it was in a 90-minute time slot. So the actual length, once you take the commercials out, is like 73 minutes. Okay. Let's do first impressions. And I do believe
it was my pick.
This is Doc Rotten's pick. So let's just do overall first impressions, and then we'll dive into the individual episodes, or should we just go right into the individual episodes?
No, let's do overall. Let's do overall. Okay. So I'll go ahead and start. I was very happy to watch this. This has been something we've talked about throughout the years. Every time Dan Curtis comes up, this is one, and it's like, I've never seen this, and now's the time. So it made me happy. We'll just leave it like that. It made me happy. Had a good time.
Okay, I like that you're happy. Chad Hunt, what did you think of this Dead of Night. Had you seen this before?
No, I have not, and I was glad to see it too. I'm a big Matheson fan and
Yes.
Dan Curtis fan. So yeah, I was glad we watched it too. As with anything that's you know, what do they call them? Portmanteaus,
Mhm.
poor man's toes.
Portmanteaus.
Catmandoos.
Yeah, Catmandu's, all that. There's always one that's and then there's a couple you like, and didn't care too much for the Ed Begley Jr. segment. Mainly because I don't like Ed Begley Jr. that much.
No.
Just not a fan of his. He's not a terrible actor or anything like that. I'm just not a fan of Ed Begley Jr. But the second segment with the No Such Thing as Vampires had a great twist at the end that I loved. I didn't see it coming. Poor Elijah Wood Jr. had to take the fall for something there that he didn't, he wasn't really responsible for, or maybe he was. I don't know, but it was a good twist at the end of that one. And the third one, if I ever hear the name Bobby again, it'll be too soon. I don't want to hear anything from Bobby. I don't want to know anybody named Bobby. I'm going to write off all my friends named Bobby. I don't care. I'm just tired of hearing the name Bobby. So, but overall, I enjoyed this film a lot. For a TV movie, it was pretty good. I liked it.
Excellent. And Bill Mulligan, how about you?
I saw it when they first showed it.
Oh, wow.
I don't know which show I bugged out in the middle of, but I did watch it. I was always, anytime there was a TV horror movie on, for sure. So I'm with Chad. I thought the first one did nothing for me. I'm not into cars. It wasn't very scary. But I think that's part of the whole strategy of these things. It's, like Trilogy of Terror. The first two stories were not exactly scary. Set you up for the third one. The second story I thought was cute. It was kind of an EC Comics kind of twist. It would have been a very good episode of Night Gallery, and I'm led to understand it was originally planned on being a Night Gallery segment, but somehow got booted. And it has actors that I like quite a bit, so it's always fun to see them. And then the third one, that was another one where it's a good story. It's a decent enough tale and everything, and they get a lot out of not much dialogue other than Bobby, but the ending. I did not see that ending coming, and it's so simple. The makeup is pretty spare, but I don't know. I just remember, I literally, when I was watching this, I remember chills. I remember feeling that shiver of cold blood when something like that, it reminded me, I felt the same thing when Karen Black smiled at the end of Trilogy of Terror. So that was it. And again, when it's over, night, time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck. Yeah. No pleasant dreams there. So,
Okie doke.
All right.
So that was that.
Well, I also saw this when it was on.
Oh, wow. You guys are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm old, and so I got to watch what I wanted to.
I've seen too much
by then. But I enjoyed it. At the time, I'm a huge, you should see my bookshelves upstairs. I've got like almost a whole bookcase full of short story anthologies.
Oh, wow.
Just every time one came in the bookstore when I was working there, I bought them. And then I had a bunch of older ones, and et cetera, et cetera. So I love this stuff. I was going to bring that in here, but I didn't. So I just have to talk about it. But I enjoyed it, and I actually liked the first one best. We'll talk about that more, but it's a nice rounded thing. I don't feel like there's a really bad one in here. In my mind, number one kind of excels. I like the actors, and I'll always love seeing Elijah Pitt Jr. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and
Did I say Elijah Wood Jr.?
What did I say?
I don't know what you said.
I said the wrong name.
You said Elijah
I did.
Pitt.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Elijah. It's Cook.
Cook. Yeah, we were both wrong.
Elijah Pitt was a running back
Wow.
for the Green Bay Packers. So there. If anybody remembers that, save me. Elisha Cook Jr. God dang. I think I did that once before. I think I called him Elijah Pitt. But anyway, let's move on from there. Okay.
Let's get into the specifics.
Well, let's look at the posters here first.
Oh yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
It's TV, so are these really posters?
I mean, well, this did get released. The fact that you had the German names and everything, this looks to me like something that I'm sure was probably released in Europe and all, and it definitely made it to videotape, because I don't remember this one. This looks like, I don't know, is that anyone's face from the movie, or
I'm not seeing it.
Might be
No.
Bobby. Might be.
I think
Bobby.
I think right now you can go on Photoshop and give me some moon and scary eyes and, I don't know, silhouette of a tree. Slap them together, pick your font, and there you go.
And the opening of the movie was just sort of wavy letters out of focus that came into focus while John Denner did the intro, which Chad did at the beginning of the episode. Then there's this one, which was a VHS cover.
I remember seeing this and getting angry.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
The whole reason to watch this movie is for the ending, the last dang shot, and they have the chutzpah, the temerity, the gall to make that the cover. What are you, stupid? Apparently.
Dang it, Bobby.
I didn't need to say it was that we spoil it. The cover spoiled it. Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to spoil crap.
And lastly, Kino Lorber has a new Blu-ray of this coming out, I believe, at the end of October, and that is the cover of that.
Now that's how you sell a movie.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
Nice. I don't know who did the art, but it's good.
And that's really in the movie.
It is. It's exaggerated for the artwork, but yeah,
it looks nicer here. But yeah, it's at least it's an actual scene, and yeah, that's that's a darn good cover right there.
Well, them are posters. So let's get into the episodes here. The first one is Second Chances. Again, the screenplay by Richard Matheson from a Jack Finney published story. The cast is Ed Begley Jr., E.J. Andre, and Ann Doran. And the synopsis: after buying an antique automobile, Frank restores the vehicle to its original condition. Along with the car, Frank is transported back in time to 1926. And there he is, polishing up the car before he takes a drive. Now, I'm going to talk just a second about this here. Because, well, Jack Finney, if you follow Jack Finney, he did a lot of time travel stuff. And in fact, I have one of my favorite books of all time was one called, I believe it's called Time and Again. And the character goes back in time, and it's actually an illustrated novel. It's got old, graphical drawings of photos from newspapers and stuff from back in the time, from famous events. And so anyway, it's pretty cool. And then he's got a short story collection called About Time, where all the stories have to do with some sort of time travel. And the thing about him was he did not do time machines. It was more of a state of mind and the environment you're in. So in Time and Again, if I remember right, I believe the government was doing these experiments, and they were setting people up in buildings in New York that had been there. You know, they were trying to find an environment that was as close to what it was back then as possible. And if you just immerse yourself in that time frame, then when you walked out, you might end up back in like 1890 or whatever the particular case was. And that's what happens in this Second Chances, right? He's just in an old car driving down an old road. He says it wouldn't work if I was on a 4-lane highway. wouldn't work if I was driving a new car, et cetera, et cetera. So I just love the whole time travel circle of it, where he starts out with this wrecked car and he rebuilds it and he goes back in time. Somebody steals the car, and history has changed, and it turns out that the people that took the car were not in a crash like they were in the first time, and then they have a granddaughter that Ed Begley is dating, and he finds the car that he refurbished in the grandfather's garage and gets it again. I don't know. I just like the whole circular thing of that. So
Yeah.
I loved it.
I was waiting for a big twist, like, I don't know, he takes the car and drives to Germany and kills Hitler. Or
Oh, jeez.
he runs over his own grandpa, or I don't know. Just
Runs over a butterfly and everything goes.
right, exactly. Everything goes to.
Or worse yet, I'm my own grandpa.
Ooh, wouldn't that be interesting?
Anyway, when I woke up at the end of this, I said,
When you woke up at the end of it,
that
oh
might
my
have
gosh.
been a good segment. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with Jeff. I enjoyed this segment.
I had high expectations with it. Dead of night. Two scary words there, dead and night. No, it's like,
well, I mean, even
cars.
they set you up for it. They,
Mhm.
in the dialogue we read. So, one of mystery, one of imagination, and one of terror.
Yeah.
So
I guess this is the mystery. No, this would be the imagination.
this would be the imagination one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the car bit part of it, and I liked him going back in time. I was thinking, oh wow, Back to the Future, I guess, here happening. And then he wakes up, he's back in the future, Back to the Future,
Mhm.
and things have changed. And I don't know, it wasn't huge on impact or anything like that, but it was, for me, it was just a little bit of solid
Does
story.
anyone know?
Feel good.
Yeah.
Does anyone know? Was this intended to maybe be a backdoor pilot?
It was supposed to be a show. Yeah, it was
Okay.
supposed to be a show. Yeah, and
Several for
See-
years. For years.
See, then it makes more sense, because if you're going to do, when you think of the Twilight Zone, everybody remembers the greatest hits and everything. But the Twilight Zone, one of the things about it was unpredictable. You didn't know what you were going to get. You could get anything from something kind of scary, some science fiction, some little ironic twist, and then occasionally they toss in just pure sentimentality. You really didn't know. You had to, stick through with it to see where you were going. So I could see where this would be. Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be called Dead of Night, and we can tell any story as long as it has some elements of the fantastic in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, but still, I
this-
thought this was the dullest one.
Well, it is, by comparison,
Yeah,
I agree,
it's not
but I still
scary.
think it's good.
It's not scary, but I thought it was
And Chad just slept through it.
a fantasy, a fantastic thing.
You literally slept through it, Chad?
Time travel.
I could have. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Who can
You
say?
might have.
Well, answer me this: was it 4 minutes long? Because that's how much I remember.
It's one of those segments that makes me think about other things. Well,
Yeah.
No, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Both this and Trilogy of Terror were supposed to be pilots for a series called Dead of Night. Just never got made.
Third time's a charm. They never did it. Third time. All right.
And I tried to find it. Actually, I think it's on the new. It might be on the new Blu-ray. So,
Which Jeff has.
well, the first,
course.
not yet. It doesn't come
Oh.
out yet. But I do have it on order. There was a show called A Darkness at Blaisdon, written by Dan Curtis and Sam Hall, and directed by Leela Swift, which was a pilot for the Dead of Night series back in 1969.
Oh, so they did do 3 times.
Oh, he just would not quit on this concept.
He was working their butt off on that, and I tried to find this. A Darkness at Blaisdon was, but I thought it would be linked somewhere if it's was on a video, and it's going to be on I think it's on the new Blu-ray. Anyway, all right. Well, who's in this? Huh? I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
People. Ed Begley Jr.
Yes.
I remember him. St. Elsewhere, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big one. Yep.
Well, he also gets his arm ripped off in Cat People, I think.
Oh yeah, I think I have a slide with some of his because he's actually been in a number of genre things. I don't
Tall,
dislike
lanky
it as
guy.
much as Chad does.
He was in the recent movie Strange Darling, which is a wonderful movie.
Hmm.
Wonderful movie. God, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It looks like he had a failed TV show called Rollout in '73. He was a Lieutenant Robert Chapman. And then he was 23 episodes of Mary Hartman. Anybody remember that one?
Oh, I remember
I do,
that.
yeah.
That thing took the country by storm, but then it burned out in just 2 years.
Just like that. Yep.
I did not watch that because it was
It was on every night.
it was sapping. It was
Yeah.
energy sapping for me.
Also,
That's a
didn't
good
help when I watched Louise Lasser host Saturday Night Live, and she is universally considered one of the 5 worst hosts that they had.
Okay.
She's 5 spots down below.
I think I have a slide with Ed Begley stuff on it.
You
Yes,
do?
but he's a God. What are all these things?
There we go.
Yeah.
Boy, do I love that Cat People poster. I have that Cat People. That was on the wall of my college dorm.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah, Transylvania.
that's not the
6500.
official one. Yeah, boy, that stunk.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Does anybody remember that being good?
I remember the
No.
Gene Shalit review of it, which was
I
they
do.
play the da 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 da, and when they get to the part where Transylvania 5,000 stinks, and that was it. That was his 1-word review, and he was a hoot. It's pretty bad. I liked Amazon Women on the Moon, for what it is. It's not Kentucky Fried Movie, but it's okay.
Amazon Women on the
And he was actually in the funniest part there. He was the Invisible Man, but he wasn't invisible. He was just a naked guy who thought he was invisible, and he was running around like doing things to the people in the tavern that would be funny if he were invisible, like grabbing their darts and going ooh, but he's totally visible, and they're just putting up with him because he's crazy.
He's got 350 credits.
Hey,
Dang.
He is a working guy.
yes, indeed.
All right. Any other comments?
Have we done Cat People?
Yeah.
We have not.
Oof.
Ooh, that's one you should
We've
do.
talked about it several times, but it's never.
Is it ever streaming?
I
Is
think
it
we
one of
put it
those-
on our the one for a vote that one time. Where what was the one that won the night of the comic?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, 137 episodes of St. Elsewhere, if anybody cares.
Yeah.
137.
I love that show. That was a great
Yeah,
show.
I watched that.
Way
too.
ahead of its time.
Did you like the ending?
Yeah, in its own crazy. What the hell? Yeah. It's better than the ending of Lost, okay?
Well, that we've talked about that before. That created that whole side business on the Saint Elsewhere universe.
Hmm.
People that ended up in are they all living in the crystal ball or the
Snow globe.
the snow globe?
They were all living in a snow globe. Would explain things.
Yes.
How many connections of that were there? My God, you just can't. All right. We also have Ann Doran, who is like, I'll bet she has 400 credits. And I'm going to look. What just happened to that?
I don't know. Some good ones too. Well, there she's
It's gone again. There it is.
invisible. I mean, who doesn't love it? Terror from Outer Space. Them is a classic. And one day I'll probably have to pick this for classic. It's not great, but I have a great fondness for The Man Who Turned to Stone.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was a Creature Features perennial. It's like Monogram. It's like one of the real cheapy studios, but it's got some thinking involved, and it was just very unusual.
Have we covered it?
Mhm.
Terror Beyond Space? Yeah, I wasn't on that. So I over the past week I've been trying to do like a horror movie a day thing,
Mhm.
and I chose that one for one of my movies, and
Good one.
yeah, it was like, oh man, this is like
Yeah.
a blueprint for Alien, isn't it?
Sure was. My favorite part was that the mask didn't fit, so they just made the guy stick his chin out and painted it to look like his tongue.
Yeah. 384 credits for Anne.
Wow.
And everything from science fiction to horror to family stuff. She would have been a perfect character on family sitcoms too, which
Mhm.
I'm sure she was on a bunch.
You see, the picture here. This is another thing I wasn't crazy about.
Oh,
this
that is
particular episode.
you know
the
what?
soft
That's not her.
focus. Oh, it's not her.
It is.
Oh well.
That is soft focus. Yeah.
Uh,
that's not the
her.
right-
So
Yeah.
soft you can't tell it's her.
Yeah. I
I'm
got
sorry,
the
that
wrong
was
person. That
Ed's
happens.
mother. That was Ed's mother, and Ann Dorn played the guy's wife.
The one from the past.
Yeah.
Jerry or something like that. I forget what
Sorry,
it-
Ed's mother. You did a good job too, but you weren't
got-
in It, the Terror from Outer Space.
You got all the right movies in there.
Yeah,
And she was.
that's
in
because
that
they don't
scene.
have faces
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see here very quickly. And here she be.
There we go.
And I got some young ones of her where she's pretty alluring.
Smoking.
So yeah, I watch. She's just one of those people. I don't remember when I remembered her name, but she's in so many things. Well, I watch a lot of 50s and 40s movies, and she's in a ton of them. So yeah, she doesn't do a whole lot here. She just tells the story about how Grandpa was such a hot rodder.
Mhm.
Oh, and by the way, we mentioned he rebuilds a Jordan Playboy, which 1926 Jordan Playboy. Now his was forest green.
This one's pretty, man. Man, that's a gorgeous car.
They're sharp looking cars. I love the old cars in movies. All right. Anybody else here?
What's up next?
Yeah.
Well, the second episode, No Such Thing as Vampires, and there's Elijah Pitt. No, Elijah Cook Jr. No Such Thing as a Vampire. Also, I mean, all of these were written and directed by Dan Curtis and directed by Dan Curtis, written by Richard Matheson. The cast: Patrick McNee and Jeanette Comer, Elijah Cook Jr., and Horst Buchholz, who's there just long enough.
Elijah wishes there were no such things as vampires. He gets his ass chased down by a scary one in Blackula.
Well, he's prepared for it too.
That's right.
As soon as you get one, don't forget Salem's Lot. Alexis, the mistress of an old mansion, is terrified of vampires when her husband calls in a friend to examine her. A macabre scheme unfolds.
Yes.
It's macabre. And it's a scheme.
Segment 2. Two segments.
Oh, and this was
one segment, two segment.
yeah.
All right.
This was
Patrick,
this was. Oh, I was going to say this one's pure EC. It just
Pure
it
EC.
feels like an EC.
And unlike Chad, I figured out the ending not because I'm particularly bright, but because you watch enough of these, and Richard Matheson, you read enough of the short. This would have been perfectly fine in a Ellery Queen magazine or Alfred Hitchcock Presents or anything.
Yeah.
I got a feeling a lot of these writers had bad marriages
Nah.
because 9 times out of 10, if you think there's something supernatural going on, but it turns out it's the wife and or husband trying to drive the other one crazy, or it's all in the days when divorce was hard to get. You had to resort to this sort of thing.
Murder.
Yeah.
You didn't have a cliff handy or a long rope. You had to do something
You
special.
had to do, yeah.
And he comes up with a scheme and a half. And
look how happy he
Elaborate
is about
scheme
it.
and a half.
It's a very elaborate. It requires everyone to dance like puppets on the string, but they do because Patrick is pulling the strings. He's look at that look on his face. It's like, I can't believe this worked.
Yeah, because this could have ended one of two ways,
Mm-hmm.
and no fangs involved. So that's the ending.
Yep. There's not a supernatural element to be found in this.
But it's still, to me, it's still a vampire flick.
Yep.
It still just
it's
works
fine.
because it's. And Elijah Cook is a big part of selling this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the right face for the role.
These are all. He's got 175 credits, and he's already. I mean, he becomes famous in the U.S. from when the Avengers is syndicated.
Oh, Patrick McGee. Yeah.
McNee.
Thought you were
McNeil.
talking about Elisha
I know. I thought you were too. Yeah, but
Cook Pitt or whatever his name is.
Oh, this guy had the life. What the hey? He got to work with who was Mrs. Pitt? Why am I drawing a blank?
And Jeanette Comer.
No.
Oh, Mrs. Pitt. I don't know who was Mrs.
No, Mrs. Peel. I mean,
From the
Mrs.
Avengers.
Peel. Oh, Diana Riggs.
thank you, Diana Rigg. God, I was just got to work with her in her absolute prime, which is to say the prime of female womanhood. She was the best. God dang, that was a great show.
It's the only reason I watched it.
Yeah. But he more than held his own too. I mean, they were a genuinely great team. Of course, they were watching it for her, but he was cool. He was cool. You didn't hate him. You wanted to. It's like, why does he get to work with Emma Peel and I'm not? It's like, well, obvious reasons. I was 8, but you know, he was such a cool guy. It's like, yeah, I could grow up to be like him and then get myself a awesome woman like Emma Peel. Yeah.
Somebody chastised us in our feedback on 80s for not mentioning David Warner in Waxwork.
Well, yeah.
On that show, and
Oh my God.
he Patrick McNee is also in.
Yeah. He showed up a lot because even as he got older, he still had that devilish grin. He was very recognizable.
Remember the
up
Howling?
until the very
The
end.
Howling?
Yeah.
Howling, yep.
He always seems like he's in on the joke. He
knows something you don't know.
right.
Yes.
And he
That's
always
exactly
seems to
what
be
it
having a
is.
good time.
Well, I didn't see the ending coming until just before it came. You know when.
And neither did I.
Now, I didn't necessarily see I just knew this guy was up to no good. How it would all tied up, the elaborateness of it and everything. No, but I knew he was setting up. And then when his handsome young friend shows up, I'm like,
Yeah, and obviously there was a connection between the two.
yeah. But
One
anytime
in a million chance he could have pulled that off in real life.
yes. Yeah. He's like
it's
Rambo.
A classic. He absolutely could have pulled that off in real life.
He's like Rambo who
People are
buries himself
predictable.
in the mud because the guy's going to walk by and then he can like open his eyes in the mud and grab him. It's like, well, it's a big jungle. What makes you think you're going to walk past that particularly mud puddle there? I don't care. I'm going to be there forever.
Okay. Did you ever hear? It says he did a single called "Kinky Boots" with Avengers co-star Honor Blackman.
Wow.
Never heard of that.
It had to be the 60s.
Anyway, it was
back in the day. If you were a movie star, you could just talk through
many
talk through
did.
a record. And then they'd have like the Supremes or the Pips behind you actually singing. And
I mean,
did I?
David Soul.
Oh,
did
here
it.
it is. I
Hit Your Wagon.
missed that one. There we go. Howling,
There we go,
Waxwork,
yeah.
Bloodsuckers, Naked Space.
There's Waxwork. Naked Space was also The Creature Wasn't Nice.
Yeah, I just saw that and went, what in the world? The first line of the synopsis said, on the spaceship Vertigo. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep going. Howling. I got to watch that.
Mad Magazine made it look easy, but it's not.
I got to watch The Howling again, too. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. He will show up in our Night Gallery series that we're doing on Patreon. He is an episode of that, so that'll be fun to get to.
All righty. And then we have, his wife, Ann Jeanette Comer.
She's in some interesting ones.
She made a trip to La Noche de los Milgatos.
Night of the Cats.
Night of a Million Cats.
Million Cats is what I was wondering, yeah.
That's a lot of cats. Even for me, that's a lot of cats.
And The Baby. That's a 70s flick, isn't it?
It is indeed. In a lot more ways than just a year it was made.
Man, that was hilarious. That poster with the legs sticking out. It was so funny.
And her looking at him, anyway. That poster and a hand hanging out of the crib with an axe, with a hatchet in his hand. There's a lot in that poster.
He's just a baby.
She doesn't have a lot to do here
No.
except lay in bed and scream.
And scream and be vulnerable, and she's good at that.
She has red marks on her.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know her name from something, but it's not hitting me what it's from.
You do wonder what happens after the end of this. So for those who haven't watched it, she's being attacked nightly by a vampire. Her husband is real concerned, and in the end, it turns out that this is all a big scheme for him to somehow convince his manservant to kill his romantic rival, the guy who's been with his wife.
That's what sets him up as a vampire, yeah.
And just walks away with the cleanest of clean hands.
Yep.
But then what? You still got your unfaithful wife. I mean, what do you ever tell
Not
her?
anymore.
But I thought, wasn't that great how Elijah Cook, he's paying close attention to all this, and at some point he says, something, I don't know, he tells him we've got to take care of this. He goes running downstairs into the bureau, opens up the drawer, boom, pulls out a steak.
Just been waiting for this
Well,
moment.
they say he was a vampire.
Vampire killer or something.
Yeah, so apparently he's
They made mention of he's done this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something.
He probably would, every
He
now
looks
and
like he
then.
did.
Well,
Yeah, they
speaking
would stake people if they thought they might come back as a vampire. He's just
there
got
he
this
is.
wonderful, droopy dog face.
Droopy dog. Oh man.
he looks concerned. He has resting
Always
concerned face.
Resting concerned face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he is going up the stairs with the mallet and the steak.
Yeah. House on Haunted Hill. What is
And Patrick just plays him like a fiddle. Plays him like a fiddle. If only something could be done. I can't do it. I'm far too British. But if only someone, perhaps a small, swarty man, Yeah.
Yeah, I could see they probably got drunk one night and he started telling about vampires and Patrick McGee's character goes,
Patrick McGee's
aha,
"Hmm,
I know how to do this now.
I'm going to stroke my chin.
Ooh, there's a person of
that mustache
lower
going
social
on.
status I could use.
Yes.
Make him my butler for a while.
Yeah.
I'll visit you in prison.
Well, and here's Elijah's House on Haunted Hill, Salem's Lot. Oh, Messiah of Evil. I forgot about that.
Black Zoo. And of course, love Blackula. And what a great demise he has in that one. I mean, that's just nightmare fodder.
I gotta watch those again too. I did not. Okay, Chad, brace yourself. I did not own these, but I just bought them.
All of them?
The two Blackulas. I don't own Messiah of Evil, but I do have House on Haunted Hill and Salem.
I haven't actually seen Black Zoo. That'd be worth it.
That I haven't seen either. So
Yeah. I've seen House on Haunted Hill umpteen times.
Oh yeah, because
It's a
still great.
oh my god, it's so good. I love that film
he's
so much.
to me, Elijah Cook is like the modern Dwight Fry. They're just always add something to the movie. No matter how small the part is, I just look so much forward to seeing them, and I know they're going to do something.
Yeah, got a very memorable face, and
they're going to do something notable.
And he's one of those guys. I mean, obviously not leading man, good looks.
He's a great character actor. Yeah.
But he was a great, and he was able to. He was a character. How many credits does he have?
He has. I was just doing that. 222.
There you go.
That's a few.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in. Oh, I forgot about this. I wasn't a stick to it fan of Magnum PI, the original. He did 13 episodes as Francis Ice Pick Hofstetler.
Yep.
And he did a character named Wilmer, which is the character he played in
He's Falcon.
Maltese Falcon.
Oh, Wilmer.
When he's the butt of Bogart's sayings,
Sure is.
The gaudier the crook, what is it? Something to cook, the gaudier the patter, or something like that.
Oh, that's a movie it's got Bogey and a bunch of great character actors.
Oh my God. Peter Lorre is awesome in that too. Joel Cairo.
Yeah. Haunted Palace as well. He did a couple, another.
Oh,
one of-
he's done it. Yeah, I would be surprised if he hasn't been in a long.
If you need anyone to look worried, see if Elijah Cook's available.
He showed up in 4 different episodes of as 4 different characters of Gunsmoke.
Hey, he was in Batman. I'm pretty sure, wasn't he?
Yeah, Professor Isaacson. Which one is it? He was in 2 episodes, so it's one of those 2-parters. Which one is it? It's Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
And
Freeze.
who plays Mr. Freeze in that one?
Not who we want to be, Mr. Freeze.
It is. Where is he?
Eli Wallach. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Who played the? Wait.
Otto Preminger. And,
Yes.
Didn't George Sanders play him once?
yeah,
too?
yeah.
So we had 3. We had 3 different people playing
Mhm.
Mr. Freeze, and oh my gosh. As a kid, I never knew. I never knew.
I liked Otto Preminger because I could just imagine, he was once one of the top directors in Hollywood. I could just imagine him sitting in the corner in his big freeze suit and everything. He's like, "How did it come to this?"
Yeah,
Maybe-
that's a Batman villain Hollywood has yet to understand how to.
Actually, he was the lamest villain until the animated series turned him into like just the most amazing character.
Yeah, but they can't do it in the big screen. Just
No,
can't figure it out.
no. Every time they do, they screw it up. Arnold,
Freeze.
please put you in the cooler.
It was.
I'm going to put you on ice, Batman.
He has had so many film noirs, it's ridiculous. Phantom Lady, Dillinger. It just goes on. The Big Sleep,
The Big Sleep.
The Long
the Little
Night.
Sleep.
I love the titles. You get the Flaxy Martin. Anyway, Shane. He was in Shane. Played one of the farmers.
He lived to 91 and passed away in 1995.
All righty. Well, who else do we have? Oh, Horst. Forgot
Horst.
all about Horst. He's the lover.
Yep, the horse alert has now died. Please bring all your horse to the.
We're sorry, folks. Every time we say Horst,
Yeah, Luca.
Buckholz.
It was the Savage Bees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Where is he? I gotta find him.
The short-lived bee genre.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I remember him from, and the first time I saw him was the Magnificent Seven.
Ooh.
He plays a young gunslinger in the
Hmm.
1960.
See the one that was
Chico. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't make that connection. He looked familiar when I saw him, but I had no clue. But yeah, the Chico.
Chico. All right. And I bet he's got a bunch too. I mean, these people, 93 credits. Dan Curtis knew how to cast.
Yeah.
Experienced people. He doesn't do a lot. Again, he doesn't do much in there. He comes in and, acts concerned. All right. Well, let's take a look at segment 3. Are we ready for that?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Bobby, written by
Bobby.
Richard Matheson.
Bobby.
The cast is Joan Hackett, Lee Montgomery, and a
That's it.
voice on the phone. In the synopsis, on a dark and stormy night, a boy, thought to be dead, surprises his despondent mother at the family beach house, bringing her both extreme joy and overwhelming terror.
That is
Bobby.
That is accurate.
It's hard to find really good pictures from this
Yeah.
episode, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more available once the Blu-ray comes out. But
It's hard to find pictures, period. Most of them look terrible.
let me ask you, in the story, did she, did it seem to you, how do I want to say this? So he starts talking to her at the end. Bobby didn't drown. He drowned him by accident. You drowned him because he hated you so much. He wanted to get away from you. Do you think that was true or just a spirit?
No, I think he killed himself. And then that was,
okay.
I think there was abuse being
Yeah.
implied in a huge way.
There was. There was. That's the way you used to talk to me, Mommy.
Yep.
I
But
always hated your triple layer chocolate cake.
Mhm.
I don't want to eat. I want to play a game.
Well, of course, you
All right.
shouldn't trust anything a demon says, but he's got no real reason to lie. She's not lasting much far beyond the fade out. So
All right.
I like this one.
oh yeah.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I did too.
You know,
It's good. She waits till her husband leaves, and then she draws this big satanic type symbol on the floor. It wasn't really a pentagram, but the circle behind her there,
The Ouija board thing.
with a bunch of Latin stuff around the edge and et cetera. Then she
Yeah.
I like it when they do spells or whatever the what do you call those? Not a chant, a spell, I guess. She has to read this thing off, and it doesn't sound like, it's not like they're trying to make it sound biblical.
Yeah.
You know, they're just doing it like somebody who really means it would do it normal. I don't know.
Klaatu Barada.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh wow, Tudger Cayenne.
Well, we don't have the theme from the Omen playing in the background.
Right.
Ooh, that one works everywhere.
So yeah, she did go. So Joan Hackett, didn't we? No, we did do something with Joan Hackett. There she is.
Oh, before
in the middle of her, and I couldn't ever tell what all that stuff said. I don't know what an adjutor is.
Probably something I shouldn't be repeating.
Yeah,
yeah. Watch out! Don't try this at home, kids. The best case scenario is it doesn't work.
Best case scenario. But yeah, we did another TV movie she was in.
Yes, we did.
The Possessed.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And here we go.
Yep.
There it is.
How awful about Alan? Is that a?
That's a TV movie.
Yeah, but is that a? What's the guy's name?
Tony Perkins.
Harrington.
Harrington.
Curtis Harrington.
Curtis Harrington.
I think it might have been. And then The Terminal Man, which I've been trying to find. I saw it once years ago. I was super impressed with the premise. I don't remember how great the execution was, but
I saw it again recently, and it's, you know, there's some pretty basic things they play. Like everything in the movie is white or black, and some things are black and white.
Ooh,
it's very symbolic. He has seizures, violent seizures, and they do an operation on his brain. It's a Michael Crichton story.
Yeah.
And to take it back, and then it starts short circuiting and he starts going ballistic. But what I recall is it's extremely slow moving and not, how do I describe this? I'll have to watch it again. But
it's also got that cheerful 1970s ending kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Everything is awful.
Possessed was the one with who was the cameo? Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, yeah.
All right.
She's good in this.
Strangely enough, she does. She does a very good job. She's a good actress. She has
Bobby very well.
Yeah.
She got that.
That was her audition. Can you say Bobby? Bobby, you're hired.
I can't say Bobby. You want to be a star, don't you?
You gotta learn to say Bobby.
All right. Well, then her son is Lee Montgomery. Although I don't know who that guy is on the bottom. Do we have a credit for him? I don't think we do.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh, here it is. Lars Green plays
is that a little person?
Bobby segment.
Dwarf Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty bad makeup. I mean, it's awfully basic.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what it makes. Now, when they did the remake, as I recall, the new and improved Bobby was like some serious latex makeup, very demonic looking, and you know, more than just this guy's basically got raccoon eyes. But it was half as effective.
It reminded me of the demon in Sinister. Is what the Bobby in the Trilogy of Terror 2, which is another interesting movie we'll probably do that because it came out in the mid 90s, but it's like they recreated the original Trilogy of Terror in that they had the same woman playing all 3 segments.
Hmm.
Lysette Anthony. And one was Prey, one was Bobby, was a remake from this one. And somebody and her lover attempt to rob her husband's grave.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Ed Begley Jr. buys a boat.
But basically, the Zuni Fetty style again.
Restores a boat,
only
goes back in time.
It'd be a worthy movie if it wasn't for the fact that you already saw the other 2 done better in the 70s.
Right. I mean, especially when the story so depends on its shock ending, it's like, well,
yeah. Lee Montgomery, Burnt Offerings. For some reason, I love that movie, and he's the kid.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Another Dan Curtis.
of course, Ben.
Ben.
The Savage is Loose is an odd little flick. It was George C. Scott and his wife produced this movie.
No Woman is an Island.
They're stranded on a desert island, which looks like a naked woman there from anyway. And they have a son played by our boy here. And then as the kid grows up, it's like, well, he's going through puberty and there's no women on the island except for mom. And that's where we go. Well, nobody wanted to touch this film. Nobody wanted any, it's like, it's George C. Scott, who, boy, you just get the feeling he was a difficult guy. He produced it, and they marketed it themselves. They would rent out movie theaters to show. I think they didn't make their money back, but you got to give credit to that. And he was really passionate about the project. It's just that
George
the movie
is kind
itself
of
is hard.
It's a younger, sexier looking George too. What is this? 1974. A husband, wife, and their son are stranded on a remote island with no way off. As the son grows older, sexual tensions emerge.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Burnt Offering. It's interesting that this guy, as soon as I saw him, I'm like going, I know this guy. I know this guy. What was he? Oh, yeah, he's the guy in Burnt Offerings.
Yeah. He stopped acting. He acted all the way up until 1987. So he's still with us.
Is Burnt Offerings the one that had Burgess Meredith in it?
Yes.
He's full of beans. I remember it now.
Oliver Reed, yeah.
Oh, man.
Wait, who was the white? It was the one from the Trilogy of Terror. Was the wife?
Oh, Karen
Black.
Black. Yes.
Karen Black.
Thank you.
Burgess Meredith, Eileen Heckert, Lee Montgomery, Dub Taylor, Betty Davis.
Oh, it's right there on the screen. I could just.
I had to enlarge it. Yeah, I can't read the fine print. Oh, and there's the pictures. Yeah, there we are. Yeah,
and he was very good in this. I mean, first you think Bobby really is the scared little kid and everything, and very quickly we realize way before Joan does, something is amiss.
Yeah, and then he exposes her. Her true nature gets exposed just by taunting her.
Mm-hmm.
You get the idea that she might not have been the best mom.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he did Lee Montgomery did a Columbo. One that Steven Spielberg directed.
Oh,
wow.
I've worked with Spielberg. Mutant.
Mutant.
Much bigger than your human hands.
Ironside, yeah. Well, they have to be bigger because they're mute. I mean, how else would they get their point across? Yeah. All right. I don't know. That episode, that's a good episode. That's kind of the one that I remember from the first time I saw it. But this time through, for some reason, probably because I'm an old fart, I really like the time travel one.
I'm with Bill. The last segment would have been a lot more effective if they hadn't plastered his face all over the cover of the VHS boxes.
Yeah, just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
Because when you see it, it's not shocking. It's, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, finally. I was wondering.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, because we've done a couple of anthologies here recently, and it does pale by comparison. It's not as strong effort as some of the other ones we've covered, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it's bad. I think it's actually a really good.
And again, I can't tell you, this may have that shot there, that final shot may have been, that's got to be in my top 10 scariest moments ever, personally. Now, kids watching it now would probably look at me like I have a thumb growing out of my eyes. But, again, I'm watching this late at night. Everyone else had gone to bed because the, 8 is Enough episode was over. And I'm alone in my, I'm basically alone in the house watching on TV. Right. All the lights are turned down because,
closing in on 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And this is the thing I go off on. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah. You get a half an hour of her and Bobby running around the house.
Trying to talk the cat
with a huge storm going on. Right. And just crazy stuff going on. And then he says the line something like,
that's why
Bobby killed himself to get away from you. That's he didn't want to come. That's why you sent me.
Yeah, that was pretty chilling.
Reveal. So that was a good reveal line. All righty. I don't know. Any final comments about this one?
It's not Trilogy of Terror, but but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And by the way, here is the Jordan Playboy.
What's up, Playboy?
I'm the Playboy.
And I just have to read this. I am the companion of people who know where they are going.
Ooh.
It is a great satisfaction to associate with those who possess good judgment and good taste, those who know what it means to own a wonderful horse, those fortunate ones who can have whatever they want.
Ooh.
Okay.
Independence.
An 8-cylinder inline engine.
Wow.
Ooh. If I knew what that meant, I'd be impressed.
Well, I assume it means like instead of a V8, they're in a row.
In line. Okay.
While they got.
So there's out-of-line engines?
A long thing in front. Well,
listen, when my car breaks down.
V8s are two lines.
Go like that. There's 4 on each side. Inlines like that.
When my car breaks down, I take it to the guy and he comes out. It's like, your thermostat is got to be completely recalibrated. I'm like, well, I guess you'd better do that. He could just go back there and fills it with gasoline, change the spark plugs, whatever, and charge me $500.
Have you ever seen those?
You need a new Johnson rod.
Yeah, your gerbil has died. Look at that.
You ever seen those stings where they go back to the places?
Yeah.
And find out they never replaced anything, and they, that's like.
No, I'm lucky. I actually found
shout
out to R&N Motors in Sanford.
We have
Atlantic Tire. They're good too.
Local mechanics that are good. All right. Well, heck. And then we had, they had this. Gosh darn, why do I do this? They had this ad when he's in the first section with Second Chances. They're talking about the Jordan Playboy, and Ed Begley says, remember that ad they had? Somewhere west of Laramie, this brawny, graceful thing that revels with a wandering wind and roars like a Caproni biplane. That was the actual line. That's why I looked at it. The Caproni biplane was one mother bugging huge airplane. It had like a wingspan of something like 150 meters. So, oh my God, what the hell is holding them up? That's all I can say.
Couldn't actually fly, but looked super impressive taxiing down the runway.
Well, and the engines sounded great, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Not high rises as it leaves town.
Let's
fly in and out of the valleys. Okay. We ready for feedback?
We're ready for feedback.
We got some pretty good feedback. So let's start with let's see what we have here. Okay. Everybody at the feedback?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yipper.
Episode 249 for Time After Time. Kenneth McCullough, 4905 says, Bill?
One of my all-time favorites. I saw this on cable while in my teens in the mid-90s and instantly loved it. I was already a huge Malcolm McDowell fan and became an even bigger fan after watching Time After Time. I actually just watched my old DVD copy last night after not watching it for several years, and I still absolutely love it. David Warner is brilliant in the movie as Jack the Ripper. I always wonder if it was just a coincidence that in this film, they travel back to November 5th. And in Back to the Future, Marty also travels back to November 5th. Different years, but same date. Plus, Mary starred in Back to the Future 3. I wonder why November 5th? In particular.
Isn't that Guy Fawkes Day or something?
Is it the 5th of November? Remember the 5th of November? Sure.
But
think so,
I don't know why
yeah.
that would make any difference. It's like it's Guy Fawkes Day, but it's also World Tsunami Awareness Day. Probably not in the 80s, but okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm always thinking about a tsunami coming.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I loved it when in San Diego down on the coast, there are signs that say tsunami exit route or something like that, or tsunami escape route.
Better be a helicopter.
Evacuation route is probably what it is.
We also have one from Andy L on Time After Time. Doc?
Oh, Andy L. All right. Andy L said, let me drag this over here so I don't have to look funny. Oh, I always look funny.
Well,
Too late.
yeah.
Hey, Grue. It was nice to hear you discussing an old favorite of mine. Like Doc, I believe I first saw this on HBO many years ago and have seen it a few times over the years, although it's been a while. Definitely a fun, well-acted movie with a very good cast. I do believe that this one that Chad would complain is horror adjacent and not really it's not really very gory or scary. With regard to David Warner, I'm a little surprised you didn't know some of you didn't mention Waxwork as well as Cast a Deadly Spell. Two more genre films that his presence definitely helped elevate to ones that I often recommend to friends, although not from the 70s.
I love that movie.
Which one?
Cast a Deadly Spell. Fred Ward and
Waxworks is fun too. Yeah. When you're talking about in the beginning about the cost of items at McDonald's, it reminded me of one of my favorite old Twilight Zone episodes, Once Upon a Time with Buster Keaton. I'm having a good time doing this. Yeah. In this one, a time machine can only go back and forth 70 years from 1890 to 1960. At the end, the protagonist is leaving the butcher shop from 1890, where the owner is amazed that he spends $5 so quickly on meat every week. It's one of the more humorous episodes, but always stuck with me. Congratulations on 250 episodes. I'm running a bit behind in my podcast, but we'll get there soon enough. Andy L.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Andy's a good friend. And I didn't. It doesn't ring a bell, but now I realize that Cast a Deadly Spell. That's the noir-based horror film. They're like all hard-boiled. Fred Ward's a hard-boiled detective, and Julianne Moore is in there.
It's like a H.P. Lovecraft. Well, that was Fred Ward's name in it, wasn't it? Herbert Lovecraft or something.
Harry Philip Lovecraft.
Yeah,
Harry.
And David Warner is Amos Hacksaw. You gotta love it. Oh, they used all these names. There's a guy whose name is Detective Bradbury.
They just pushed it out there, didn't they?
All right.
I think if you have HBO Max, it's still they play it on there. Yeah,
it's still playing.
Yeah,
nonstop since 1980.
All right, Chad. It's episode 251. Someone's watching me from Jose Luis Herrera Lapron.
I know I saw this one first broadcast. For years, I told people about a movie with Lauren Hutton that creeped me out when I was a kid, but all I ever got were blank stares. I knew who she was even then because of the TV commercials for makeup and some soft drink, Pepsi, I think. I haven't seen it since, but sure want to now. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yay, glad to do that. And perfect timing, Bill.
A very brief missive
Chandler.
from Jerry Chandler, but very informative. Well, now you have to do it. The Earth dies screaming, and he thoughtfully provides a link to Tubi. It's only an hour long. Well, I'll maybe that'll be my next Decades of Horror classic here.
And why? Remind me why that came up.
Oh, probably I started rambling about something and somehow Earth Dies Screaming or Terrence Fisher, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry is like a squirrel that sees a nut in the middle of a desert. He can just grab onto it and share some information. He will. So
he's got a worse case of interconnecting than I do. Let's see. In, I don't remember why it came up. I don't remember why it came up.
That's all right. That's all right.
Also, from Fraser Rice.
What about
Doctor
Mrs. Tauntaun?
Oh, Miss Tauntaun. Yeah, do Miss Tauntaun,
Okay.
Doc.
All right. Miss Tauntaun says, I had completely forgotten about this movie until the favorites episode. I'm really glad to discover it again. Thank you, Grue Crew. Also, I've been wondering if you've ever reviewed The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. It's becoming my favorite zombie movie, and Shudder has it on an excellent version. Cannot wait for the next episode.
So I replied to that and gave her a link to our. We called it. We did it under the title "Let Sleeping Corpses Lie" as an audio title, and I think it was like audio podcast, and I think it was episode 75 or something.
Wow.
In that neighborhood. So I replied to her and gave her a link.
Yeah, might have to pull that one out again. Do that again.
It's one of the better ones. I
appreciate it. I love it when somebody says something like that. I'm really glad to discover it again. And somebody else mentioned that we brought it up, and they like Jose says, I've been telling people about this, but couldn't remember the name, and I could never get people to figure out what it was, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, this time, I guess, Fraser Rice. Chad?
Great find, Grue Crew. I had never seen this, which is odd since I try to be a carpenter completist. It's rewarding to see early signs of the camera angles, use of lighting, and pacing that we love, especially since he started filming Halloween 2 weeks later. Good stuff. Yeah. A lot of that camera work is reminiscent of.
No, I think you really can, especially if you're looking at that. If you watch it looking for the cinematography and the camera work, etc.
The dialogue and everything is just
the way he builds the tension. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, that's it for Someone's Watching Me. And now on to episode 250, Grue Crew favorites by year. First, I'll just do this one from Abermelon the Maj. Awesome video. I salute you. I appreciate you. I salute you right back, dude. And then Manny Lamont. Bill, you want to take that one?
Manny Lamont says, Equinox. I have the Criterion version. It seems like the Raimi brothers got some inspiration from it for the first Evil Dead. Another Lovecraftian flick. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, always could be, well, inspiration that they could make a movie too.
Yeah. These guys can make a movie. I can make a movie.
So now we finish up with, I think, so what we had asked people to give their own top 10s for the, one movie for each year of the 70s. And we got 4 takers on that.
Oh, so, wow. Nice.
Andy Morton, Doc, you want to take?
Yes.
Andy says, here are mine for what it's worth. Anybody else fancy sharing theirs?
All right. So Andy Morton says, like you said, 1970 is The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Yay.
Our plumage. 1971 is Blood on Satan's Claw, or Let's Scare Jessica to Death, or Daughters of Darkness. I can't decide.
Absolutely.
They all work. I love this next choice. 1972 is Asylum.
Yeah.
1973 is
Amicus.
Don't Look. Yes. Don't Look Now for 1973 with huge props to The Wicker Man and Psychomania. Yeah, Don't Look Now that's a
good Sutherland stuff.
Oh my God, and it just hits you.
Yeah, it is. It hits you hard.
And speaking of Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, also known as Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, that's his pick for 1974. Race with the Devil for 1975. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Oh, and Psychomania. That was also Wheeler Dealers or something like that.
Death Wheelers.
Death Wheelers.
Yeah.
I always do that. But okay.
Wheeler dealers. 1976 is Who Can Kill a Child? That's one you like, Jeff.
Yes, it is. Way to go,
1970.
Ian.
Yeah, 1977 is Suspiria. That's a good one.
Yep.
1978 is Piranha. Yes, I know Dawn of the Dead and Halloween. 1979 is Zombie Flesh Eaters, also known as Zombie or Zombie 2. And I've watched Tourist Trap more times.
All right.
That's a good list.
It is a good list. Thanks, Andy. We appreciate it.
Yes, I like it.
Andy's in the UK. All right. And then from Scott Wells, who has co-hosted with us, and I don't know where I'm at now. I think I'm at Chad.
Okay.
Scott Wells.
Scotty, my boy, says the 1970, the Dunwich Horror. Runner-up, Loki's.
That's a folk horror that was on those releases from, I forget who did those. Was it Severin? All My Days Are Haunted, or The Hauntings of All My Days, or something like that. Those collections. Anyway.
1971, Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. Runner-up, Lake of Dracula. Yeah, that's a good one too. It's a good one too.
You know, so when I scroll through and look at our views, and it's I don't understand it at all. But Blood from the Mummy's Tomb is one of those that has a real high peak of views. Now, usually Hammer films get a few more views than other films, but this one it's beyond making sense to me. There's anyway.
2 words: side boob.
Oh well, yeah. Okay, never mind. I just remembered who started that. Yeah.
1972, Horror Express. Runner-up, The Night Stalker.
Those great choices.
Good ones. 73, The Wicker Man. Runners-up, The Legend of Hell House, and Lamora, A Child's Tale of the Supernatural.
So Lamora's another folk horror that's in those collections.
From 74, Sugar Hill. Runner-up, The Beast Must Die. That's 2 good ones.
Yes.
1975, Jaws. And there are no runners-up because Jaws was the best movie ever in that year. No, I'm just kidding. Night of the Seagulls is his runner-up on 75. 1976, The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Oh, wow.
Runner-up, The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. Some Jodie Foster there for you.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly good movie.
Yeah. 1977, The Car.
You know that makes me happy.
Yeah, The Car's an excellent movie. Runners-up, Hausu, Rituals, and Suspiria. From 78, Dawn of the Dead. Runners-up, Halloween, and the Bermuda Triangle. And from 79, Alien. Runners-up, Nightwing, and Zombie 2.
Nightwing included that. I like that.
Excellent.
I like Nightwing. Yeah.
I like how everybody's calling it Zombie 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously, they're hardcore.
That's right.
I wanted to show this. This is what I was talking about. All the Haunts Be Ours.
The folk horror collection.
Of folk horror. It's from Severin, and they did a second one. So there's probably in the neighborhood of 30 folk horror things, plus that like 3-hour documentary that has a similar title. Anyway, all right. So that was Chad. That means Bill's up next.
Okay.
Joe Bartolomeo.
Joe Bartolomeo says, I've approached in a different way. Me at 60 years old now, the choices become much more obvious because it becomes best favorite thing. I didn't see some of the movies until I was older, so I didn't think it was fair to count them. So I went with films that I actually saw in the actual release window airing on soon after. Lots of ties, but I'll stick to one per year. So many of these choices aren't the best, but the ones that affected me the most, good or bad. I like this. Yeah. So for 1970, House of Dark Shadows, the TV show came on later in the afternoon, and it scared me. It's one of the first memories of a theater experience. Saturday afternoons, my cousin was an usher at my corner theater about 2 blocks from my house, so I got in even though I was too young. That's the memories that stick with you.
That's the best, isn't it? The best.
1971, Dr. Phibes. Good
Yes.
pick. 72, The Night Stalker. Love the show as well. 1973, Theater of Blood.
Yes, Vincent Price.
Yeah. 1974, It's Alive.
Oh,
75, Trilogy of Terror.
yep.
1976, Burt Gordon's Food of the Gods.
Absolutely.
1977, The Sentinel. 1978, and it gets its own special emoji, Dawn of the Dead. And 1979, Alien.
Yeah.
I like how you picked these. That was a different way, so you didn't get the same ones everybody else did.
Well, and it's
just from what's available to you.
It's interesting, and it's not just him, but I think we've seen this other places. But in the 70s, I can't think of too many other decades where your top ones we're seeing 2 TV movies show up repeatedly. Trilogy of Terror, Night Stalker, and I think Salem's Lot would be a good one. It just happens to be in a year with some damn good other movies.
Yeah, I know. The 1979 was a great year.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks, Joel. Appreciate it. And lastly, Jerry Chandler. I think that would make it.
Me again? All right.
Turn.
All right. I'll read Jerry's list. Jerry will have some good choices, I'm sure. 1970, Werewolf versus the Vampire Women.
Ooh.
Okay.
We got to do that. Paul Naschy.
Yep. 1971, Tombs of the Blind Dead. I knew that was coming.
Of course.
1970, that was 71. 1972,
Blackula.
1973, The Legend of Hell House.
Yay.
I love that film. 1974, Let Sleeping Corpses Lie.
Mm-hmm.
1975, Trilogy of Terror.
Yeah.
1976, The Town That Dreaded Sundown. 1977, The Sentinel. 1978, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's a good choice. And 1979, Zombie 2. That's great.
Lots of zombies. So I got to go watch. This tells me I got to go watch Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, because I don't think I've seen it since we did it, and everybody is talking.
It's an awesome zombie.
So
film.
good and wildly overlooked now.
Yeah.
If you live,
apparently that is changing.
Yeah.
Well, everybody talks about it now as Manchester Morgue, but
Right.
That's what most people know it as, I think.
Yeah.
It used to be so hard to find. It was never available. I'd heard about it. I saw pictures of it, but I never could find it, never could see it. And now that it's available, people are discovering just how good it really was.
Yeah.
And it's unique because it's one of the ones that fully dives into the ghoul zombies like Romero. So
Well, with all these movies to pick from. Well, anyway, thanks for the feedback.
Yes.
Thanks, Jerry.
From everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Kenneth McCullough. I don't know if we've seen anything from them before, but thank you very much, Kenneth. Andy L, as always, good to hear from you. Jose, Jerry, Mrs. Tauntaun. I'm not sure we've heard from him. Heard from her before. Fraser Rice, we have, but thanks, Fraser. And the Maj, Mr. Maj. I just fall over that all the time. Appreciate your short, concise comments. And Manny Lamont again, Andy from the UK, Andy Morton, Scott Wells, Joel Bartolomeo, and Jerry Chandler. Thanks so much.
I think it's Abermelon the Mage, like a wizard, the mage. M-A-G-E.
Right. But I can never figure out how to say You say Abermelon now. In 5 minutes, I'll look at it.
Okay.
I'll come up with a different pronunciation. But
don't give it to me to say.
it's got to come from something. It's got to come from something, right? I mean, anyway? Thank you guys, and we really appreciate our comments. As you can see, we read.
That was fun. I like knowing what everybody's.
Yes.
That was very cool. I got to watch The Sentinel again too. I haven't seen that for a long time. Reminded me of stuff that I need to see. So you can leave comments on Gruesome Magazine's YouTube channel, or you can send an email to feedback@gruesomemagazine.com, or make comments on the Gruesome Magazine's HNR and DOH podcast Facebook group. We do get some there too. And we also post all our new episodes there to let people know when they come out. So, all righty. We appreciate that stuff. We also have a Patreon group. Doc, you want to talk about Patreon?
Oh yeah, of course. Because right now we are starting to record episodes for Patreon that are exclusive to Patreon, and it's the 1970s crew that's doing it, along with some guest hosts from time to time. But we're doing Dark Shadows. No, we're not doing Dark Shadows. Why did I screw this up? Now I can't think of the name. Now Dark Shadows. Night Gallery. I'm tired.
Fright
Okay.
Night, no.
Yes.
Night Gallery.
Okay. We're doing Night Gallery. And they'll be showing up. I think the first one is going to debut on Halloween night.
Ooh.
Which is going to be the actual pilot episode, which is a movie. So similar to like what this one wanted to be.
Yeah. 2-hour movie though. They did the full
Yeah, they did.
2 hours on TV, which turns into like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, and it's well worth it. Well worth it. Looking forward to that. And of course, you can catch all our episodes up to 2 weeks early as we record them. Sometimes a hiccup will happen, and it'll be a little late, but you'll get them as soon as they're recorded, ahead of when they're available publicly. And occasionally, we'll have some other surprises on there. So check us out.
Yes, please do. And trust me, we get them to you the day after we record them. The problem is we don't always record them on the originally scheduled date, but that's okay. You know, we're all volunteers. We're flexible. So like we're doing this one like 6 days late, but we'll get it out to Patreon peeps tomorrow, if at all possible. All right. Well, every 2 weeks we do a new episode. And
what's up next?
Chad's got the next pick. What are we doing, Chad?
From 1970, we are going to do. I'm not a big fan of this movie, but I do think it's an important movie, kind of. The Wizard of Gore.
Herschel Gordon Lewis.
I mean, just the chance to talk about Herschel Gordon Lewis makes it worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
We did. What's the one we did on Classic Era? 1,000 Maniacs or something?
2,000 Maniacs. That's his best
Maniacs.
movie. That's his best movie. It's not great, but it's his best movie.
This is no 2,000 Maniacs, but
It is not.
If that's his best movie.
yeah.
although you know, give it credit for having a plot line that is unexpected.
Well, you know what? He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh yeah, I met him. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Well, excellent. We'll have to.
Yeah, we'll have stuff to talk. I have a lot more to talk about H.G. Lewis than I do about the Wizard of Gore. And you can...
By the way, folks, if I don't know what I was going to say. If you missed our usual taglines with Chad segment, come back next week.
That will be there
twice.
You know, next episode, you won't get many taglines with TV movies. It just, you know.
Woo!
Herschel was an advertising guy, so I'm guessing there were a lot of taglines for the.
I'll bet there'll be some interesting ones. So okay. Actually, I just did the workflow for the next Classic Era episode. We're doing Russ Meyer's Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Now those are some taglines. Those are some taglines. So, anyway, they may be the best taglines we've ever had, and I'm serious. I'm being serious.
Oh yeah, no. Russ Meyer was a genius.
All right, well, join us again in 2 weeks for another great horror movie, as only decades of horror can do it. Guys, thanks to our Grue believers always. Thanks for those who did comments. Thanks to Doc, Bill, and Chad.
Thank you.
Yay! Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Gruesome Magazine.